Team Suzuki X-Star rider, number 42. A first place in Austin. He picked up the pieces when Marquez crashed, and then from night of last year, it's looking really good for him. 5 podiums in the last 8 races. Steve, you just mentioned he's reeling off those consistent top 5. So, yeah, keep a close eye on Fabio Quartararo. He may well be a serious dark horse contender for the podium here this weekend. Very early on, Andrea Iannone yesterday himself saying that the ankle, you know what, we're a couple of weeks out of Jerez now, and the ankle, he said, is still quite...
I mean, I got the camera guys to video him in case they had some sort of whole shot device that they were working on, but it turned, he came in. And the official story was that Alex ran off track into the gravel and then on electronic settings to improve the throttle response and connection, you know, which Massimo Mirigali was telling me. It sounded like Fabio got a fork internal update, and also on the other side, Rossi still goes with the old one. I just noticed. Who else? I had a good chat with him to see if we can't find something better, you know, because he said the riders get Fabio Quartararo was again. He was the fastest rider there, and it wasn't by a little bit.
He's on the curb. Yeah. I mean, those curbs are raised as well, and that, unfortunately, Lorenzo's performance, they expected more from him, but it looks like already that suggests to me that Honda are not going to adopt this reign on the Repsol Honda in comparison to his life at Ducati. Is that Repsol Honda have kind of come out and said, look, he's doing it again right now. 132.540 has just taken top spot away from Jack Miller. There's Cal Crutchlow, who's just saying ominous is the word I keep using for Marquez. Nobody, he was caught on French TV, a pretty expletive-laden. He has. Yeah, that's not the fastest way around Le Mans, we know that. And he's looking down, he's not at the same problem.
Yeah, we tested in Jerez quite a lot of new items. So, yeah, we have slightly updates on the engine and
history for himself that day. It was Yamaha's 500th Grand Prix victory. Yeah, good to see Maverick Vinales. Valentino Rossi, chain gone. That's launched the chain. Of course, Honda's problems, the chain wasn't particularly great, but he has finished the races with some chunky points. Now, in 2017, he had 53 points. By the time we left, across the line there for Pol Espargaro, a 32.341. Yeah, that's brilliant by the session so far. He's on a decent lap here, although it's not likely back of this session. He sees what happened to him, and he sees what happened to Marquez.
Jerez from 9, but this should not be always the case, you know. We should try to be just in case we need, but not something, a new parts or whatever that will change something.
In a commentary box together, mate. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Maverick Vinales, a 132.203. Good victory. He's been in such dark places, Maverick Vinales. It really was like, you got the sense that that's that monkey art saga. So he was due at a big result, and yeah, I agree with you. Just complete and utter relief. I've gone out on brand new soft front, soft rears. Forecast for this afternoon looked pretty positive. Make an improvement shortly. He's out there on soft tyres as well. We now ride with Desmo Dobby as he comes into, and it does fit for Dobby. Yeah, 132 right now across the line for Zarco, and he does. He moves Valentino Rossi for the time being just outside of that. The entirety of FP1. He's not deviated from plan A. 4. Marquez does indeed set a personal best lap of this session, but a 132. She had a real strong lap going, rapid in the first 2 sectors. Time's gone away from him through Q1, then stuck it on the front row, did Petrucci, and he's got up into 6th place with a 132. Biggest moves. And Marquez at the moment well on course to slot himself inside that top 3, and he's on. So indeed does go up inside that top 3. This is brilliant by the reigning world champion, the race winner here 1 year ago. The checker flag goes out. Petrucci lost it all in the final sector. Well, what a boost this would be for KTM and Palace. Moment, Morbidelli. He's done it. Quartararo has done it, Steve. Well, I tell you what, the fans here are going to change things at the top. Across the line he goes 2nd. No, he can't go quicker than Quartararo. Keep it. The checkered flag is out. He's probably the only man that's going to deny the 3rd, so it looks like FP1 will be Fabio Quartararo territory line. What did he go and do? He set the fastest lap of the race on his MotoGP debut from Marc Marquez 1 year ago in this corresponding session. So electrifying start from Quartararo. So confirmation then, the perfect start, the dream start to his home Grand Prix for Fabio Quartararo, a 1:31 ninth, with Valentino Rossi rounding out the top 10 despite his Yamaha throwing a chain earlier on in the session. Crutchlow, the Spanish rider, 14th in that session. He was on the floor.